Becoming a football legend opens up a world of possibilities. Picture yourself as the next Messi, Ronaldo, or even the Egyptian king Mohamed Salah. Or maybe you fancy yourself as the next tactical genius, a coach like Pep Guardiola or the Jose Mourinho. Now, hold on to your seats, because we're about to talk about someone who rocked the football world in the craziest way possible. Now picture this, a referee, a real game changer, and not just any ref, but the Italian legend, Pierluigi Collina. We're not talking your average ref here, we're talking about the guy who terrified players while earning their utmost respect. This Italian ref became so famous that they slapped his face on the cover of a Pro Evolution Soccer 2003. Now get ready for a roller coaster ride into the wild world of the Italian referee, who became the face of football insanity. Now let's get it started. Back in the old days, when we were just a bunch of youngsters kicking around the soccer ball on the street, nobody wanted to be the goalie or the referee. Of course, that's if a ref even showed up. Everyone just wanted to play, run, and score goals to impress that special someone. And guess what? Collina was no different. He loved playing, dribbling, and scoring. And you bet, whenever he scored, he'd wink to the Italian beauty, Isabella. When Collina was a little guy, he had massive passion for managing both soccer and basketball. He even tried to become a professional soccer player because, let's face it, soccer was way more popular than basketball in Italy. Despite his childhood love for Lazio, Collina's heart was set on becoming a defensive midfielder, even though it meant risking losing Isabella's heart. But Collina, being a realist, soon realized that his playing skills were just average, and his chances of becoming a big star were slim. So he didn't pursue a career in soccer. Fast forward to when Collina was 17. He had already given up on pursuing soccer professionally when fate intervened. A close friend suggested he join a referee training course. Being the soccer enthusiast he was, Collina decided to give it a shot. And boy, did he impress everyone with his abilities and personality? Just like some people are naturally good at dribbling and shooting, Collina had a natural talent for refereeing. He successfully completed the course, but he didn't plan on becoming a professional ref. It was just a hobby, a way to kill time. He thought his future would be in economics and accounting, majoring in college. At the age of 20, Collina found himself juggling between university and mandatory military service. He also got the chance to referee matches in the local leagues. His toughness and charisma quickly caught the eye of the Italian Football Federation. After winning the IFFHS award for the best referee in the world in 1998, Collina was chosen to officiate the final of the UEFA Champions League in 1999. The match featured the Bavarian Giants, Bayern Munich, against the English Devils, Manchester United. In addition to his behavior, personality, and the abilities I've mentioned, this Italian maestro was fluent in 4 different languages: his native Italian, English, French, and Spanish. Imagine being able to communicate with almost every European player on the field. But the second secret was his preparation for matches. We understand that a coach prepares for matches and the player prepares, but how does a referee prepare for a match? Before each match, he studied the lines up and the playing styles of the players, trying to anticipate potential clashes between them. His philosophy was that the referee must be ready and should not be surprised by anything during the match. One of his quotes reflects this philosophy: "You must know how and when players will act before they act at all." This approach laid the foundation for a modern school in European refereeing, which over time led to a reduction in the numbers of yellow cards and better regulation of matches. At the end of the UEFA Champions League in 1999, there was a strange incident, one of the strangest actions any referee has ever taken in the history of football. In that famous final in 1999, Bayern Munich was leading with a goal scored by Mario Basler, and the match was on the verge of ending. Bayern was about to win the championship, but then came injury time, and the famous consecutive goals from Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer literally snatched the title from Bayern's hands and placed it among the players of Manchester United. At that moment, Manchester United players were celebrating the goal, jumping all over the field, while Bayern Munich players were on the ground in shock and despair. But here comes the historical scene. Collina went to the Bayern Munich players, consoled them, went to the player Samuel Kaffour, calmed him down, and extended his hand to help him get up. In the 2002 World Cup, Collina refereed 3 matches, 2 of which were highly sensitive, as he was personally chosen by FIFA for these matches. The first one was the match between Argentina and England, bringing together the 2 teams that had been rivals since the 1986 World Cup. Yes, that's the World Cup where Maradona scored the famous Hand of God goal. Collina continued to officiate major matches, such as Lazio vs Roma and Juventus vs Bologna, which were relatively easy for him. And in 2006, Collina had exceeded the maximum age limit for FIFA referees, which is 45 years. This marked the announcement of the end of his international refereeing career. Considering his remarkable career and accomplishments, it is natural for football fans to ask about the greatest referee in history. The answer would unequivocally be the Italian Pierluigi Collina. Stay tuned for our next tale of soccer greatness. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss it. See you in the next video.